Bill Arden from the West Coast. I'm here at Elevate, North Carolina this year. Beautiful spot. Breakfast of Champions, a really good spot to be, and I facilitated a table today. The topic was retention and growing the right people at your organization. I brought Joe along. Joe had some great input today, and he had some great learning. Joe, introduce yourself.
I'm Joe, Cinema Richards, New York, GP Landscape Design. Been in the industry for 20 years. Really wanted to help clean up the company, clean up the front end, and retain employees, and see what kind of procedures everyone does, and what kind of ideas other people have from thinking outside the box and not just staying in one area.
So what'd you learn? What's some takeaways?
Great takeaway, 90 days of training every 10 to 15 days. Sit down with the employee, review them, talk to them, see what they like, concerns, questions, and just review their whole process. Make sure they're happy, make sure they want to move forward with us.
Yeah.
See how we can help them when will they help us. And qualifications after 90 days. Hey, this is what marks I want you to know where you're at and how to clean up everything. And I think it's going to work really well trying to implement that step instead of just throwing them to the wolves and here's your uniform, have a nice day.
So there's one right there, regular touch base, especially when they first get on board. 7 to 10 days, sit down and ask them a couple questions. How you doing? What's your morale right now, 1 to 5, something like that? What can the company do to help you get to a 5 or keep at a 5?
Yeah.
And what can you do, right? And then what have you learned in the last week or so? And any recommendation you have for the organization. That's a great tip right there. So what else what was that last one, that ESL, English as special?
Yeah, trying to train the guys to develop speaking. ESL is have people come in, teach the guys English, help perform them better, help them learn skills they don't understand or have, and develop the worker within instead of trying to replace. Build them up and give them the skills they need to succeed. So bringing in a trainer to teach Spanish and English to them is a key aspect, because if we could develop them and keep them within and build a great culture, it's a great aspect.
Yeah, and how about some of those referral, didn't we have referral rewards and keeping them on
referral
board
programs and keep them on boards, sit there and give them rewards for accomplishments. Hey, you're here for 5 years, great, this is here. And just respect the employee and have them sit there and have like goals to hit. Hey, I want you to have this amount of X days. I want you to learn this. I want you to do this and this. And maybe at the end of the year, we'll have awards for cleanest truck of the year, most compliments, and just respect the employees and reward their accomplishments.
Yeah, so you hear the word respect there a lot of times there, Joe, and I really admired you bringing that up. And that's about culture, right? Great cultures attract and keep great people. Cultures that aren't so well groomed up, people exit, right? So show me that respect. So show me, how do you show respect for your guys?
We get to know the guys, who they are, what they like, who their family is, and understand them as a human being instead of just a number. Or we don't have numbers that work for us. We have employees and we recognize everything about them. So if you've been with us for a year, I know who you are. I know what your background is. I know who your family is. I know, and we want to sit there and have the employees feel like they're one and not just a number. Having a number mentality is one of the worst mentalities, I think, in business. I think you should always have the employees feel like they're part of a team and part of a culture, that everyone is uniform and equal, and everyone should be with each other.
So great tips there, guys. So the onboarding process, touching base on a regular basis, English as a second language, offering that skill set, having a teacher come in and teach that on a regular basis, and then showing respect to your employees. Great stuff. Thanks so much, Joe. Did a great job today. Head harvester Bill Arden from the West Coast, and there you have it. Now go out there and harvest your potential.